a little bit earlier than usual, but we are here again. Here I am again, and here's Quill again.
Welcome
Hi.
back. Again.
Again. We are continuing. Here I am. With Chopin. He doesn't have Chopin here. He doesn't. I'm not gonna do a lot of editing right now. Just like I did in the morning yesterday. So yeah, Kotigu had acquired a new friend. The first friend, for what all we know. And they are planning to get out of Glassfield to begin with.
Well, they're trying to escape Kloochtown first of all, and Virgo's clutches.
What did I say? Touchdown? Close enough. But yeah, I would say it's a good time to start. So let's continue where we have left off. I might not have had much back in those days, but that was what made what little I had, and much easier to make. The slave, it wasn't much, and what little I didn't have was difficult to acquire and protect. Oh, the few things that I didn't have was being cute, smart, and ambitious. I always noticed who had an advantage over me, and I always wondered how I could overcome it. Let me show it. My drive to be this way extended beyond just a mere need to survive. It included that too, but I wanted to thrive. I wanted to be in charge. I wanted to accumulate so many extra resources, and I would be far from that uncomfortable poverty life again. I wanted to become who I hate the most. I mean, no, it seems that she didn't hate the slaver. She was jealous over the slaver.
Kind of, yeah. Well, there's some bitterness too, of course, but she also needed to suck up to him, so that's what she felt at the time.
Yeah. Oh. Ah. But don't let I can be awake and start the same soon.
Thanks for the reminder, I have to shut off mine too, so it doesn't get recorded on the stream.
Back then, however, I didn't really think I would escape. I always had out at home, and I always believed that I was free inwardly. But extra freedom like a 5 team. Let you know. But as a goal was to carve a comfortable niche for myself. I thought I could manipulate my master into accumulating more power. If he did, he would have plenty more scraps to share with me. And surely he would feel generous to the pony, who was the primary contributor to his wrath. Nah, that's not how it works. He always did have a thing for ponies, so I had that one going for me. I was more than willing to butter him up with my cutesy wootsy attitude, persuade him to get my way. A girl got what a girl got to do what a girl got to do. I didn't have many tools in my arsenal at the time, so I totally exploited the heck out of the few ones I had. But there was one thing, it was more than just ponies. It was unicorn ponies, in particular. Because Michael always loved the acquisition of magic. It fascinated him to no end. In turn made me seen with jealousy. And I said, he is more jealous than angry at him. Other unicorn slaves, especially the man, never had to try nearly as hard to get our master's good side why I have to work tirelessly. It's not fair. I signed up for every advantage I ever had. But making unicorns were more with all the advantages. That's why I hated magic. Especially since it was used against me so often. I mean, they didn't use against you, but I can see why. Now, what would normal Earthboys say? They don't even have wings to fly.
That doesn't always guarantee flight, but it usually does.
Yeah, a certain chicken came flashed into my eyes. My fate back in those days was filled with uncertainty and insecurity. My genius mind wanted to plan ahead, but there was also a little point to it, at least when it came to my own personal fate. Protecting my investments always meant trying my best to stay in someone else's good graces, when moods can shift on a whim. It's hard to plan on a whim, but I can influence it. Ah, you know how close this is to me.
Close to what?
To my work schedule, and my sister coming without any notice. When I'm
Okay.
home. There was a lot of time when I had to just skip streaming because yeah, I planned it for 2 months so that way I gonna stream on this day, but then my sister showed up.
Okay.
I could say no in my favor with no one admitted of course, but there were also a few times I just got plain lucky. Capitalizing on an advantage was taking skill. But I didn't often enough to grab myself opportunities, because I never stopped seeking an advantage. My biggest and luckiest break came at me when I heard a frightening ruckus which awoke me from within my iron cage. It sounded like something tried to tear up the town, something fierce. When I got up, the only explanation I could find was all the hands of the giant cock of Kuchtown were suddenly missing. Shortly later, I saw dust and debris settled up into the air around the general vicinity. We know when this is happening.
Yep. I'll admit, though, there's a slight continuity error there. That was not. It wasn't the hands of a clock that was there. It's more like a windmill.
Yeah, it was the windmill.
That was in the film. But I can also say that there were hands of a clock in that area too, and
I would say it was that windmill on the side right there. Wasn't it? That was missing?
I think so. Yeah, not the
that's-
water wheel. Although I kind of recall it might have got damaged too.
It was damaged too because that's what they used to go down and up.
Mm.
Ah, there's the windmill. It's almost at the same spot. My eyes grew small, and my ears lowered into my head in a fright. So she was like a turtle, going back into her shell. A large number of thoughts assailed me, including the fact that my monster might have died in that area. I had mixed feelings about the possibility. On the one hoof, it meant I would get satisfaction for all the torment he put me through. And on the other hoof, I would save me a slave. And the next master might not find me so appealing. I had some advantages with Macro, and I did not want to lose them. More than an hour later, I found a master stormed into his compound, causing up a storm. Exhausted in anger, always made me cringe and shake, because it meant he was liable to take it out of one of us, just to release his frustration. And this time proved to be no exception. However, before he attempted to do so, I glanced over at him, noticing something very peculiar. My master. He was lavish. John was more like it. The smoke was until moving up from his smoking hat and tuxedo jacket. A memory of this moment is starting to get a little fuzzy now. He was being kept in stone for so long without any sensory stimulation. But what I do recall was him releasing a bunch of us from our cages and marking a bunch of orders at us harshly. I also recall that some of his orders were physically impossible to perform, at least very, very unlikely. Sure enough, one of us did eventually screw up a bit, and that was just the accused our master was looking for to torture us. This was the real reason he gave us the impossible orders. He wanted one of us to screw up, so that it seemed like he had a legitimate reason to torture us. But he could have done it anyway, and nobody he cared about would have complained. But the moment he tried, we got shocked for a reason we entirely didn't expect. The remote was broken, and yeah, we guessed that what will happen. You're that though.
You might want to consider changing theme song now to something a little more adventurous or heroic. Not for long, but it would apply to this scene.
A little bit too adventurous. Yeah, this one has a song in it, so no.
I don't know about that. Yeah, maybe find something a little more heroic or something. No.
I don't know the song until I can correct, by the way. No.
Well, you might know other playlists that might have something better, like some of the Tales games that you had. No copyright issues with.
In Takeshy, it's even harder to find something. That's very
Yeah,
tricky.
you could be just as unfamiliar with those songs, but it's also more likely to have the song like the one I'm requesting here. Because that game is normally adventurous anyway.
Let's go to the full list. Here we go.
Maybe.
For now it can work, I would say.
Sure.
This is hopeful. Let me know about this one a bit. Here we go. The remote was broken. I hit it over and over again, but it didn't work. I tried mending it and smashing it, but it didn't work. If anything, he probably damaged it more than his attempt to get it to work. Apparently, whatever damaged him earlier did also damage the remote itself, for he kept that in his pocket as well, just like he always did. There was a
You
beautiful
predicted that.
Yep.
Yesterday.
There was a beautiful man of stillness and silence, But it dawned on him that all of his slaves were out of the cages and directly in front of him. And he also knew that we knew that he knew that he knew that he had left the element against us. That tells me that he had something else as well.
Well, you remember from the last scene, shoot!
He said it us, and we stand back at him. I saw Jack's phantom slowly fall down his hand, but as he fell off his forehead toward the ground, he was suddenly rushed from all angles. There you go. Just that's interesting, guys.
It's an oh shit moment, for sure.
This was a chance. I mean, he knew that the greatest criminal was knowing a master work for himself, but not his God. With the poison not. Ah yeah. However, if the remote was dysfunctional, then it would no longer try to limit my flight range from its era. Fair enough, when the rest of my guard showed up, I flew up and saw of them, and teased them with commands like, over here! Hello, hello! Try to catch me! Hey! Listen! Hey! I knew that to him. And I also blew out by them, I think my holes in my ears, and twisting them from side to side. As a result, all of my efforts to listen them, they kept on firing their doors into empty air. I even got one of them to shoot another gun down. While they were interested with me, it most enough time for all my escape players to catch up and overwhelm the remaining guards. When that was done, I flew up high, moved my hood into my mouth, and gave a shrill whistle. When I got the attention of my escaping slaves, I told them to spread out into town in path and cause a massive havoc. As long as we were consolidating, the guards soon would be as well. But if we spread out, then they have to as well, and the things are forces. So you use them as escape routes.
Something like that. Yeah, you know you should think that way.
Because they cannot fly, you can. Thankfully, most of them cooperated. I knew that would be the direction. The Scorpion and I would need to escape the city entirely. On the way, I managed to manage to take a few water canteens, fell saddlebags, and the hidden police school during the chaos. At the time, it was such a wonderful tale. We know what's around the city. It's a full wasteland. So even if they get out of the city, they won't be able to escape or survive. I don't know the power of Scorpion, how powerful he is. But seeing that he is actually the brother of Tyrak, I assume he might be around the same level as Tyrak would be.
I probably would say that at least on a brawn level, if not magical or brains. It might be that at one time, Tyrak is outright jealous of his brother for being so naturally strong. But then, Tyrak found his own way to catch up.
Yeah. Freedom! Finally! It has just been a range. If I could get far enough from Toontown, then the threat of the replant remote would no longer matter. I would be out of range of its effect. He's Scorpion and I, the fastest will escape sleep. In a very long time.
Okay, from here on, can you find the music that my best apply for a desert. A dreary desert. Winds whistling on sand dunes, and I don't know if you can find anything like that.
There you go.
I guess. If that was in a desert town or a desert environment in the game?
Yeah, it is desert, yeah.
Okay.
It's funny how she doesn't even mention the others. Oh no! Me! I and Scorpion escaped. Nobody else. Just us.
Yeah.
But when Scorpion and I got into the desert, my chair was short-lived. I stayed at home, but the blade of the sun seared into my flesh. I quickly realized that venturing through the desert, the daylight was not a wise idea. Instead, I directed my paw to the shade. I was at noon. I waited for nightfall. That might be even worse. At the time, I figured it would be easier to travel at night, even if the sky was much darker. Now we know in the desert, the nights are small as hell.
Read the next paragraph.
But the night turned out to be nearly as cold as the day was hot. Found it quickly intimidating the result of my emaciated strength. What is that word?
You pronounced that perfectly. I thought you might mess up on that, but you got it right.
Let me look at the meaning of that.
And yeah, it doesn't surprise me that you have to look that word up. It's not, even in English, it's not used commonly.
In or week. Okay, so weekend, basically. I didn't have much to begin with, anyway, because I was, and still am, just a filly. I am just a pony. Unfortunately for me, someone was quite a bit stronger and older than I was. Man, the poor little who could no longer carry me, picked me up and held me to his chest so tenderly. He carried on when I could not. I even found warmth in his musty body, especially when the fluffy fur around his neck. Over my shoulder, I peeled at his maggo's wing, with some remorse. The one detail about him that set him apart from any other Minotaur that I have ever known, which made me think he might be something else, after all. Yeah, for what I gathered, he is not a Minotaur at all.
You might not blame Cozy for mistaking him for a Minotaur, though, if A, she's not familiar with his race, and B, at one time, she only could see him in the gloom.
Ah, there is a next picture of him from that one. There you go. Yeah, that's a gargoyle. That's a gargoyle, no question about that. Oh. Why do I see the end of him turning into stone as well? Would be a little bit too fitting for gargoyle.
Oh, play the Gargoyle's theme music. There was such a thing.
Yeah, I can't play that, you know that.
I know, yeah.
But I know what you mean.
It is awesome, though.
We didn't have that cartoon here, but I know of that.
Okay.
Great word for that, we could have flown up together. I had lots of opportunity, but at the time, I didn't have the strength within me for that anyway. I am surprised that she didn't fly off on her own to begin with. Maybe because she thought that she needed Chopin.
Well, waiting for him, escorting him out of the desert's already paying off now.
Yeah?
And then, even back then, she might have thought that if I run into other kinds of trouble, like a fight, then it might be helpful to have a hulking brute on my side.
Yeah. I wonder how it's being on my god. I assume that is from one as well. The info.
No, it's not.
No?
No.
Okay. Then TX.
But a long time passed since Gen 1.
I think I asked that one time, but he did not say. He wanted to keep more things about himself private. But this way his topic speech, that I do to lack of practice, he slowly got better over time. I could tell something about my companion, from the look in his eyes, from the way he spoke. Also, one question about this. It seems like he is bowing down to some creature.
That's actually Tyrek on the other end of that camera.
Oh! I was gonna ask that for you. It is Goga or Tyrek?
They never refer to each other as brothers either in that cartoon. It's more like ordering a minion around. He does eventually come to the other side though and start to help the ponies eventually.
Maybe he wasn't a mother yet. Apparently. Maybe he was just an underling at that moment.
Yeah.
Maybe they are not even blood mothers, they are just I am mother! Mother in arms.
Their background actually sounds, compared to Gen 1, like a reboot. The story changed a bit.
Based on that, I could tell he was in fact very old. It didn't look like it, but yet in that way. There was something about him that suggested the weight of many years on his shoulders. And most of it, probably not even good. He seemed to have a lot of murders as a regret. As he carried more to do the note, I was grateful to him, and I was puzzled. The smart thing to do was leave me behind in order to cut off his sight. He should have stolen my water canteen as well. Water canteens as well. But the only thing he ever did with them was to give them to me. I could not figure out why. What was in this for him? Somebody ever done another favor without expecting something in return. This is one thing that Golden Eagle was missing.
Yeah, it's the mindset of
Yeah, I know it too sound.
I forgot who said this. Either someone said this in a video or call or comment, but it just never occurred to her that it could be love.
I mean, for all the creatures outside of Polymet or those like that. Even the Griffins. Remember the Griffins, how they were like, what are you doing here? Nobody does something without a turn.
Yeah.
And they were trying to go down to get the treasure. I forgot the name of it.
How deep are your pockets?
Yeah?
You got bits?
That's just for me. This exploit ought to be exploded worth worse. Tell the outside world of Aquasia is closer to human Earth.
Heh, maybe worse.
Yeah, I said closer. I didn't say better or worse, but no, it can't be like I was the most precious thing in the world to him. I think he valued my life above his own, but who knows why? I mean, the feeling of being the most precious thing to someone else. I may never have understood it, but it felt so good. From that moment on, I became addicted to friendship. I had to have more of it. Lots more. Taste that! So he... she became king somewhere about is of crystals, she became addicted to friendship.
And he's the reason.
And I turned myself into him, and I shivered from the cold and cried. I was afraid because my life depended on the kindness so very much during that time. If he changed his mind, I could have died. I hid that sense of vulnerability, but the dependency on my past made me value him all the more. I was afraid that he would fail me, no matter how much he wanted to save my life. Emotions might have been normal at the time, but it doesn't guarantee we could make it out of the situation alive. I wonder how they will leave, because after the desert there is a huge ocean that they have to pass through. I had no idea how large the desert was. I said none, because my consciousness wove in and out of reality back then. I am pretty sure that Racco had a map somewhere. There's no way he didn't.
If he didn't, others did that he dealt with on a regular basis.
Yeah, he has to know the trade routes for the slaves.
Certainly someone does. And whoever they are probably traveled this desert with a lot of supplies too, like water.
Yeah, that's the reason why you search for water, food, map. That's the three main things that you need if you don't know where you are.
Maybe shelter too, sometimes.
Yeah, shelter can be found when you have a map. By the way.
Campfire might also be nice, sometimes for light or warmth. Yeah, whatever you need, it depends where you are and what your situation is.
Yeah.
That's what survivalists would tell you.
I was delirious. I recall my mouth being dry. My hand also felt dry and cackled. Because my body had no more sweat left to cool me off.
That's a heat stroke, I've been told. It's one of the signs you're getting close to that.
I think there were cracks in my home as well. I didn't understand and the chill of the night, but I could not accept death. I did not want to die. The water of the country didn't last long, I think. Combat only able to highlight to me. I remember being for months when the life sparkled a bit of lucid life into my fragile body. Sometimes I want him to speak to me with his dry tone, encouraging me not to give up. It was difficult to understand him, however, and my mind wove in and out of consciousness. This, I know that feeling very well. It happened to me after the
surgery?
The surgery, yeah. I don't even remember that, a lot of things that happened after it. It was such a go that for quite a while. I had no idea how long it was exactly. I don't think he did either. He was defending me from dust storm at one time. He used his life money to shield me from seeing wind and the thing of the sand blown at high speed. Is my all after us? I thought we were going to die. During that whole time, I had one told that they were with me and gave me consolation. If we had to die out there, out here, at least we could do it in freedom.
You can actually hold this off the next scene.
Okay. Also, two things I remember clearly, other than that I don't remember too much. I remember who was there with me, and I remember I had to drink a lot of tea, like 5 liters every day. At least.
It suddenly occurred to me, I saw two separate scenes that both indicate Pinkie Pie has a severe problem with deserts.
Yeah?
One of them was in when that film, they all did, but it seemed like Pinkie had it especially bad. But one other time was, I forgot the name of the episode, maybe Dare and Doubt. where Rainbow Dash got captured by Cavalier and dragged to some kind of pyramid. Pinkie was the first to chase after Rainbow, and Daring followed behind. A lot of reactors were surprised to watch Pinkie collapse in exhaustion because they know how fast or endurance she can be. But that's the second time, or rather, actually the first time, I've seen her having trouble with the desert.
I mean, there's a reason why
she's
she lives
just-
in Polyville.
She just runs out of stamina extremely fast in that environment.
I guess she doesn't like Haihobo.
Very hot-blooded or thick hide or something. It just it's multiple times. I just thought of that. She has a problem with deserts.
Yeah. I mean, lots of people have.
Yeah, makes sense.
I felt a bumpy movement. When I finally came to again. Confused, I opened my eyes with an unusual sight. Did they get a cart or something? I saw that I was with a platform or some kind. I mirrored it, I saw that I knew it moving. Yeah, they are on a cart or something. I took in my surroundings even further, and discovered that I was moving on a moving platform of some kind. That was being blown at from the tall wooden post. The wind was blowing into a sail that was attached to a post. Ah, so the sensor thing.
Yep, something like that. The actual name of it's going to come up soon.
The question is, are they moving away from the city or are they moving back to the city?
Yeah, that's the question, and she would be thinking that now too.
Not long after that, I know to me that I was no longer behind the either, and I could think clearly again. Oh hey! There was so much rejoicing. Nearby, I also saw Scorpion lying on his side, immediately unconscious. Then, when I looked about further, I noticed the more person standing upright, and wearing goggles about his head. At first, I thought I was startled by the sight. Thing that made me recall how else I captured us again. But I noticed his more person was missing from my master's taxation. His face was white scarlet scarf, wrapped around the neck and around the top of his head. When he glanced back at me for a second, he smiled back at me and tried to assure me that we could be back in this town shortly, and then no reason to worry. Which town? Are there multiple towns? We only saw one, but are there multiple towns? And when you mentioned
Go ahead.
the scarf, the white scarlet scarf, I thought of something.
Anyway, you notice the fact that it's still in a desert, so that's why I thought this theme song is fine to hold.
For some reason, I immediately thought of coronavirus.
Okay. I would not have predicted that, actually. Alright.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
I found out shortly later that we were riding on a sandscape. I heard of those, but I have never seen one before. I never heard of one. Essentially, it was a wooden plank and next to a pair of skis. The technology blew artificial wind and sail attached to the vessel, like that proportion. Although it could rely on natural wind. When and it was present and going to the correct direction. So this is a vehicle created by the technology of feather wind.
It could be, yeah.
Or
She's
based on it.
Cozy Glow and all of this is way after Feather's time, so it's possible.
That in turn was in power. But these had to be painted between the light and me. Wait. You missed the C here. Oh wait. Very little for them to work. Did you? I don't know. Let me see.
It does not need the T.
No, okay. It was nothing.
Like, how much do you weigh instead of how much do you weight?
Yeah. Yeah, one of them is the worm, the other is the the moment.
Told you this story is pretty clean of mistakes. It's got a few continuity errors, but from a technical standpoint, I've gone over the story over and over again, and I cannot find this.
This is my mistake because I never used way. Well, but yeah, I think it is right. Maybe it is for them to work. The one I hold on, for example, was not much bigger than they were now. I was going to go to town, north north. Why did I read north of north? Which was instead of that canyon. The town was built within the edge of V formation of the canyon. I was gasping when I viewed up north, but I was the wonder of the town. For there were burning gears, steam, and pipes were winding everywhere, including within the canyon.
Any person who played Final Fantasy VI would actually recognize what I'm describing here.
Final Fantasy I can play. That is sadly compared heavily.
Well, yeah, still. You could play it off camera. They would welcome that for get sales for it. Anyway, it is based on that town, and then even the name is very similar. It's called Narsh.
What we can imagine is something like this.
Kind of, yeah. It looked a little more technical, though. You see whirling gears and all that.
Yeah.
Actually, you can look up Final Fantasy VI Narsh if there's any pictures there. That'll get even closer idea to what.
Oh, it is called Final Fantasy.
Uh-huh. Well, severely based off of it. Narch. No, Narsh, I'm sorry.
I
think.
And then an E at the end.
Okay.
No.
Like Narshi?
Nashi.
There's very likely pictures of that town. That game's very popular. Yeah. It was also in a wintry environment during the gameplay.
Yeah, most of the pictures are in 8-bit, so
you can see a steampunk vibe there.
I mean, we don't really see too much in these pictures.
There's an overhead shot, though. You can at least tell it's a snowy environment.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, we can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had this. For Chopin and myself, Lost was also one of the few towns not under the Tom King's control. In fact, they were actually resistance force against the Tom King's tyranny. The Tom King's empire...
That applied to Narshi as well.
Instead of Lost, were just a little unlawful Newton, holding on another later. While those people probably called them themselves, they liberated as well, and technological inventors. One thing for sure here, there's no soul in this area.
And that's what is? What is that?
There is no soul in this one. That would be very strange. For most of those reasons, they had a mean, and the motive to make those corresponding colors of our necks. They changed, they asked if they could keep the item, so they could use it to power the technology, for which we have been obliged, because we were more than happy to be head of the team. At its core, this society did rely on magic, but they did not have many spellcasters, or at least not anymore. Presumably, they were taken earlier to be drafted in the Storm King's army before the rebellion. But they did rely on a few magical items, crafted and maintained by a few remaining spellcasters. The most prominent items they used were called heat and chair stones. The material. Right?
Right, but not exactly wrong either.
The stone prematurely heated or cooled the air around them, as long as they maintained their magical charge. They used those stones to cause differences in the air pressure within an airtight environment. That in turn, is the movement of air and steam, which they used to charge and move their many marvelous machines. I also have a feeling that this might be I forgot the Empire's name from Ruby.
You know, you could actually create a refrigerator even with the heat stone. Like making one area hot draws coolness from some other environment.
Remind me of this thing right here. They are literally using magic stones to prepare the porosity up in the air, and they are using that to heat the city because it is in the cold.
That's probably a lot more advanced, but if this city continues to advance, then it'll probably eventually catch up with something like that, yeah.
I think because of the heat stones. That was the main reason.
Think Industrial Revolution, but add a little spice of magic in it.
Yeah?
That would be called Magitech.
Arcane. Hashtag. I usually don't love magic, but these people utilize it in a whole new way, which made it more accessible and useful for those of us who were magically challenged. What's more, the method that they use involved those who were intelligent and educated. The scholars like me could play a valuable role here. The scholar I found sanctuary here for several moons, during which time I didn't pick up those basics of how some of the technology worked. That was knowledge that would later assist me with other magical-based projects down the road, like stealing all magic from Aquasia.
Yeah.
But we stand there, exciting news eventually came to us about the Storm King's defeat in the land of Aquasia. It spurred the whole town into great celebration. This is where I would play the Final Fantasy Victory music, but I can't.
Tales of Symphonia probably has victory music in there too, though, somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah.
Or Triumph, or Heroic, or Celebration.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah. Brief, isn't it? No. Oh, okay.
We can keep that for now. We are happy.
Sure.
I remember how they did, as I mentioned during that first time. I also learned, to my surprise, the Scorpion could be a lot of financial, which is an elegant and refined training sometime in the mysterious past. By smiling and enjoying myself, really enjoying, I remember how I gazed it up to the stars while the light of the large bonfire crackled nearby. During that time, I remember thinking with relief, the Scorpion and I were finally and truly free. No one will chase after us anymore, because Storm King is from our empire was being mismantled, and by one of his former most loyal lieutenants, Ambassador. No, I assume Max was gonna come after them. Instead when they are, okay, nobody's coming after us. As for who defeated the Storm King, we eventually learned that it was the most elusive effort of 6 police from Agressia. I was especially interested to learn that they were led by a new icon, Princess Twilight Sparkle, the so-called Princess of Friendship. Then to the set of doors made to look like them, I later managed to prefer. During the chaos of salvation, I read some idea of what they looked like, and I vowed to remember to exploit them later when the valuable opportunity arose. Yeah, we know about that.
You remember that too, right? She pulled out a whole bunch of items for a little box thing, and I was trying to use this story to help explain each one, but being restricted to 10,000 words for this contest, I had to eventually trash some of the ideas. Like the picture she put on at the desk, I was going to explain that too, but I couldn't fit it.
Yeah, I remember finding right now. But I remember pulling them out. The main
Okay, for this next scene is probably the only time in the story that you might want to put calm or happy music in.
Oh, we can keep this for now then.
I still suggest something calm or happy. You passed a town song way earlier, that would be great.
There you go.
Okay.
I peeked over the edge of the cliff. The Scorpion guided me up at the top of the canyon. They really very low, and behind his right leg. No! I ran painfully, and I shivered up with pride behind his leg. I can't do it! I'm too scared! Scorpion ran down and slowly saw my windows. My windows? Where is that?
It has something to do with horse anatomy. I keep hearing other people's stories, but I don't know what that means. I think it means the hairs in the front of the chest.
Let me check.
You didn't highlight the whole word. You left out the S.
Yeah, I know.
That might modify the results you get.
There you go. This is the result of the horse.
Okay.
Literally the end where the pair stops. The main stops.
Just below the neck then, I guess.
Yeah, there's a lump there. Usually. There's no need. No reason of fearless and so on. The sky is your heritage. It assures me calmly. I don't love to dream.
Yeah, I do think he would have a deep voice, so when you imitated that, that's probably... It really fits this character.
Yeah.
If you can also make it sound elegant and refined, that also would help. Oh, but passionate too, in this case, for this scene.
I was him by still shivering a little, but I admire the fact that he covered his speech so well during these past few moons. Yeah, if you start to speak again, then you will remember. Just like with other languages as well, if you don't speak them, you will forget them. If you go back to, let's see, if you were learning German, and you went back to Germany, even though you forgot everything, you will stay there for 2 weeks. You will remember a little bit, at least.
It may be he's more adept at some other language he used for most of his centuries.
Yeah. The more that he command, the more I realize how educated, sophisticated, and above all he was. You wanted freedom more reminded me. Have you ever asked yourself why? It's because parasites like you are not meant to be caged. Instead, they are meant to fly free. Look at those cells up there. Look at all these clouds up here. There you go. I don't know if you knew that was coming.
No, I was not. I was thinking something else.
He carried with a voice full of wonder. To the point, he guided my gaze up to it. Far above us, and somewhat ahead of us, I saw what kind of looked like a tower of clouds. It was thicker and wider at the base, and it was the only part of the cloud that looked gray. Above that, it blowed and puffed out, and the sun was narrowing at the tip of almost hard to see. For some reason,
Actually, I heard clouds like that could be particularly common in the desert because there's such intense pressure of heat that's rising from the ground that pushes up the cumulus. Hot and dry environments, not entirely dry, of course, it has some moisture for the clouds, but I think that's the kind of environments that tend to create clouds like that. It's among the clouds that would have the highest elevation, but it's stretched from a lower elevation.
Yeah, I can't find any of that pictures, but there are some very thick clouds.
Well, she described a tower of clouds, so it almost propels straight up.
It could be this one, but this is not a photo, it is just a...
That's way better than the first picture you proposed, yeah. It's kind of something like that. And do you notice there's a desert environment below those clouds?
Yeah.
In the distance of that picture. That actually fits, this environment.
For some reason, Loki sounds in my chest, and I gave up at it. Your kind can walk on clouds. He told me and then he looked back down at me with some fondness. What did it feel like? I asked with awe and wonder. I don't know, you tell me. I don't know. He said with a slightly mischievous grin, which suggested me that he wasn't being antagonized with me. No, I believe he might be able to sit on the clouds as well, because he's a flying creature.
Not every flying creature can. Like, dragons can't. So unknown whether he really can or not, but this paragraph indicates that maybe he did at one time. Griffins can. I
Yeah?
know that.
Why don't you go up there and find out? You can tell me about it later. You used to fly before. I wanted him and my gaze shifted back at him. Although I don't know how long ago. Can you tell me what it's like from your experience? The one that love in his eyes towards me seemed to leave him for a second, and yet he made. With all your eyes. I did. But you leave? He went on. I did. Let all the air feel inside you. And you do, remember this always. You are one of the air, one with the air, and one with the sky. With each breath you take, you shall feel it becoming you, eager to welcome you home. It don't be passionately. And then hit your eyes and say, Victory!
Banzai! Banzai!
I smiled, for I felt angered in by his words. Some tears formed in my closed eyes. Spread your wings, my little filly. After he said that, he made over me to give me room to do so, which I did. Feel the wind I saw within your feathers. It started with wispy passion. I did so. The summer of the sky calls to you. The mighty of the wind rushes into your mane, tail, and feathers, and you stand there. Freedom awaits you. Be brave, and take the plunge. Next to his encouragement, I feel energized and empowered. I slowly open my eyes and look up at the sky. I no longer fear it. I feel excited by the sun. I found the picture of Corsica in this moment.
Really? Interesting.
And taking the first plunge. Now fly, little filly. Your friend echoes. Fly! I feel the magic course through me. It's lifting me up, making me feel lighter than the air. Because of that, I felt immune to falling. Therefore, there was no reason to fear this. So I let over the cliff with my wings spread wide. One thing that he forgot to tell is how to land.
Well, she's not entirely inept at flying. That was already established back at the slave camp, but thanks to the remote's limitation on range, she's never flown this high before. Or attempted that before.
I mean, we know how it went with someone who never flew before.
Yeah, that can happen. Happened to Spike as well.
Yeah?
But I think Spike probably handled it better because he has thicker hide.
And also he already saw others fly. Like Twilight.
Kind of, but her instruction is exactly why he crashed. His wings are different, so yeah. She wasn't he didn't get the correct guidance.
He doesn't have feathers.
And very strangely, Princess Twilight herself said that that there were questions are very limited in their knowledge of dragons.
Also, it was funny how no dragon ever said to him that, oh yeah, you don't have to worry, you are gonna grow your wings out. Because They knew it was happening. It was gonna
Actually,
happen.
I'm not sure if they did know. I wonder if there are some breeds of dragons that never grow their wings. And they might be familiar with so many different breeds that they can't be certain if you would.
Yeah, that's why we thought for a long time that at this idol that fight would be a water dragon, underwater dragon.
When you did see the tribe of dragons, it really did remind me of the movie How to Train Your Dragon because there were so many different subtypes and species apparently.
Yeah.
It was almost as if every single individual was a different species. Dragon-ish, but other than that, they had a vast degree of differences. Like that one tiny dragon with extremely huge tail.
Especially this one. This is the strangest dragon of them all.
Crackle? Yeah, Crackle. Yeah. Pony's dragon costume, huh? Could you imagine that? That dragon just got to have a bow around his neck because Rarity insisted.
Now more people actually making that costume.
Oh, that is awesome. I also saw a full-scale Celestia costume too, and that kind of looked creepy actually.
But yeah, let's get back to the sky. And if happened to get it, it happened to get me. I go to the object that made me soar into the sky. A burst of joyous laughter and see my lips. This feels so wonderful. And then we come back to reality, my girlfriend is holding her back, looking like, yeah, you are flying! This is what we are gonna see when it comes back. You are flying!
But oops, that's what you don't want to hear after that.
A burst of joyous laughter escaped my lips. This feels so wonderful! I glanced over my shoulder at my friend. My smile dimmed a bit to know that he could no longer join me up here. But the love and pride in his eyes, as he gazed up at me, I suddenly up straight again, told me volumes. He does know what was this like. He had experienced it many times before, but I had not. This was the first time I really flew, without a sense of range limit. It was just me, and open sky. Yay! I cried out a cheer. Whee! I knew better than to try and fly any fancy things during my first two flights. You are already much smarter than Rainbow Dash. But I didn't need to. Basic flight alone showed my speed to upper and height that were matched before or since. Nothing of this carried me so high in the sky. I watched and the world below me shrank into almost indistinguishable tiny dots. It was so fantastic. Then I flew and crashed into a tower cloud. Somewhere in the middle of it. Now here comes the question. Parasite can walk on clouds. Do they literally crash into clouds? No, they can fly past it. Fly through it as well. You'll be have seen it.
Yeah, all of that.
It's not like the joke of the bat. Oh, what happened, Mom? Do you see that tree? Yeah, I knew. Do you see that hill? Yeah, I knew. Do you see that tower on the hill? Yeah, I knew. Yeah, I didn't see that. Despite my momentum, the perfect cloud didn't cushion me. I take into it just a bit. I swing it with all four of my legs, giving it a hug. It smells crisp and moist. My friend was starting to react so bad, but I didn't mind. In fact, I loved it, especially after what happened in the letter.
No kidding.
I played a number in the cloud. Sometimes to the point of getting a bit dizzy. It was all so fluffy. Yet, it all shifted ever so slightly around me, and I drifted in the wind.
Because I know.
I have never been so happy.
Now here's an irony. From now on, you can play a sad theme song for the rest of the story.
Come on, that's not sad. That's not too sad either.
Closer than the last one, I guess. A little bit. Well, best one so far.
That's happy, more.
Exploring a dungeon ruins. But actually, a ruins that's very airy and open.
There you go.
That'll work, actually. Yeah.
This is called Hidden Sorrow.
Alright.
What you were saying, when I recall the last time I saw Scorpion, and he said goodbye to me at the train station a moonplane later. He told me that I needed to be with my own kind, but he had to do the same, and that was elsewhere. If they still were alive. There was sense of duty in his eyes too, when he said that. And because that it's important to right some wrong committed a long time ago. Something like this, right? Before stopping on the train, I raised into his big, murder chest and knocked him with all my might, by vowing never to forget him. His huge arms hugged me back tenderly. I found him to be a surprisingly gentle giant. Once we escaped his heart, calmed down, reminding me of this. This guy right here, the gentle giant.
I often heard that as well.
His huge arms hugged me back tenderly. I found him to be somebody. I hadn't. Then backed up from his hug a moment later. I begged him to follow me. I felt so scared and vulnerable without him. In return, he told me that I would be fine by wiping my tears from my eyes. He said I was a special little pity that was destined to change the world someday, and was confident someone an impression of me was bound to make many new friends in my journey. After saying I would receive talents in new friendship school, which I learned from a flyer half a moon ago, he assured me that someday I would just be the new princess of friendship. I wouldn't be just the new princess of friendship, although I had effect of it. If she wasn't so fond of getting it all for herself, He had the potential to become a new prisoner of team after Twilight. He had the potential. At first, when I got into the train and on my seat, I found it hard not to look out the window to my right. But after I heard the whistle of the train blow, I could not listen. I looked to my right. I saw Scorpion standing there. He slowly lifted his arm and raised his hand to bid me goodbye. You know what? There is one thing that we never considered.
What's that?
After she became an icon, thanks to Gora's magic,
Yeah?
she could have just said, okay, I'm just gonna stop these two from attacking, and I'm gonna be a normal icon princess in Equestria. I see my way. And I was wrong. But they said,
Eventually she's planning to do that. It's not like all of them were planning to betray each other, and they already proved it against Discord.
yeah,
Or Grogar. We're villains, duh!
yeah, sadly they only got the power, not the mentality in it. But I repay him when I saw him. I didn't want him to live my life. I mean, that is not full. There is no villain and no villain. You can be in the middle of the coin. Even heroes make bad mistakes. And villains can have people as well. You don't have to be in one side of the paper. You don't have to be black or white.
Shadow would be another good example from Sonic 3.
Yeah? So when the train started to move, I got off my seat and I stood back over the train to gaze on him just a little longer. I ultimately ended up straight at the back end of the caboose. The paper was that he grew smaller out with every escalating distance. I didn't know if I'd ever see him again. It took part of me feared that I never would, and it is never had since then. This is the best way that they can get away from each other. Because if Scorpion left Greg Messia with her, then he would have to be stolen or something would have to happen to him. Knowing
we can't tell
thing.
what happened. According to this story, she might not even fall into the dark side.
Yeah.
He'd be like the angel on Cozy's shoulder, where Tyrek would probably try to be the devil.
Huh. I remember how overconfident here I was by that. At least, it seemed I was provided to a meager amount of food ration. But now here, there was no guarantee at all. I was just a filly all alone, who had to forge my own destiny for myself. Yeah, I have heard some people who were in prison for a long time, they were like, yeah, I was provided food before and I had shelter and everything, but now nobody's gonna get me onto their job because I was a prisoner before and I don't have a home because it was taken away.
There was a psychological term for that actually. When you've been in prison for like say 60 or 50 years and that's all you've known for most of your life, when you get outside from that environment, it's like entering an entirely new world, or it kind of feels like that, and some people get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Even to the point of suicide.
That's sad, but yeah, that happened before. Or even worse, they just do something stupid to get back to prison.
Yeah, the place they didn't want to leave, because at that point they consider it home.
I despise how whatever I had back then, which was why I go to the academy, so it command so much power and I could later on. In a heavy heart, I actually made my way back to my seat. I put the elbow of my hand forward on the edge of the window, and used my hoof to cover my head, and gazed beyond the window. My mind spun, with many plans, and was having grow stronger someday. But none of them provided me with too much confidence at the time. I need something more concrete for that. Then, with a thought, I called the fact that Scorpion asked me to deliver a letter for him. That's new. He had said it said in one of my saddlebags. Yes, I pulled the saddlebag to my lap and used my mouth to shift through it. And on my way past my mother's school, masses of the basics, and a few more I got it from North. We detailed how network of a series of medical items. With all of that, I found the Scorpion letter. I did it up with my mouth and made it out on my hoof. That is not how you should think a letter. You should probably put it inside one of the books, so it wouldn't get scrambled up. It was said, so I could not read the inner content without obeying it. And after everything Scorpion did for me, I decided to betray him by entering on his private letter. Dear brother, I send this letter feeling to you. And it's horror. Read who the letter was meant to be. The one on the front cover. It said, to my mother, Direct. And now, here is the question. Did she deliver the letter? Or just now remembering that, I forgot.
Well, I don't think she could just walk into Tartarus so casually, so she may have to have gone through the mail system. It's never going to say in this story, but can you imagine what that letter probably does say, considering the fact it's coming from Scorpion?
Yeah. I think it's surprised, and I don't know what the letter. Oh, golly! Surprise about it! I didn't know that. Huh? I looked wistfully out the window, and I wondered to myself if Scorpion's mother would also become my friend. No. Yes, no. Yes, no.
Actually, I have a feeling she succeeded more than Tyrek would have expected.
Yeah?
At some point, I kind of think he begrudgingly started to respect her. And he'd never admit it, but maybe even started to love her.
If they become friends, actual friends, then they will be told right now.
Yeah.
And the feeling sinks deep into my chest, and I think about that final day I saw Tyrek's mother. Scorpion, he was not on me. How he was not only my first friend, but he might have been my only true friend. How did it come to this? Am I really an unlovable? Was I always meant to suffer by being raised in horrible circumstances that led up to this moment? Was my true destiny always meant to be important like this? No. I was in power to avoid being harmless again. But I admit that is of fear, gentleness, and I went too far the moment I saw those windigos. I was gone. They turned the heck out of me, and I seemed to be the only one bothered by this. I wasn't to rule, but everything like that, but it told me to rule over what? We are going back into the Sonic movie, right? The Sonic 3 movie. If operates for tonight, nobody would be left alive to stand to the manor, ghost, or even rotting the sun and the moon. My species grows the world to function, well, at least in the Russia. So I was intelligent enough to foresee how doomed that path was. If it had met its ultimate conclusion. Once again, now was your chance to turn around. You had multiple chances to turn around. Also, we are almost done, okay.
Yeah.
I think if there was more to this, I would have gone and getting more thing, but no. In fact, I was really contemplating how to rectify the situation. Until the amazing showed up. I knew why they had come. I knew that I had to deal with them first. But after that, I knew also I also had to deal with a serious global catastrophe. If my new friend wouldn't have me fix this mess, then I was able to fix it on my own. My own. Just like I had been for most of my life. But now, I probably never got to chat. I'm stuck here, in the story state. This is the problem that you had. That you thought that you were on your own the whole time. Even if Tia and Kisa didn't help you, you could have gone to the police, your own kind, saying that you are sorry. I didn't meant for this to happen. I wouldn't have believed you, but you could have said it. But now, I will probably never get the chance. I'm stuck here in this story scene. I just wanted attention. I just wanted to be loved. I wanted to collect so many friends, and they will all count me the first episode of friendship. Why did I go wrong? I'm sorry, Aaron Pony. I'm so sorry. Please, 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 give me another chance. I don't want to be alone. Sam Pony. Daddy Pony. Help me. Please help me. And that is the end. So they did not leave the stone. And this was a closing little contest.
Yep, back in 2020.
The main part
That was
of the
the
10K was it the maximum or the minimum?
Maximum
Maximum.
10K. And that, I found that frustrating. To be constrained to kept on monitoring and doing word count many times as I typed up the story, feeling that pressure and closing in that line, and I can't cross it or else this thing will not qualify for that contest.
Yeah, I saw you were very close to actually hitting the 10K.
That story more than any other, I had to keep on checking the word count while I was typing it, feeling the pressure as I was closing in on that line.
Yeah, even in the end, in the full ending, you were on 9,717 words.
Yeah, that's pretty close. Alright, so what did you think of that story?
I'm sad now. I blame you. There is one thing. It's closing though. She might be thinking that now, but if she was afraid, I still wouldn't believe her. That is the only problem here. And suddenly there is no closure for Scorpion here, and we didn't see the letter itself, or the said.
You could imagine what it might have said though, right?
No. You could have said a lot of things, but also my name is with Y at the end.
Okay.
Because this is the real writing how people write Takeshy. You are writing it right, but my name is different because it's not Japanese.
I can fix that now, actually.
We found the problem! We found one typo!
Yep, and I'm gonna fix that.
But that was added later.
Yeah.
Okay, with the models here, then that was so great.
What does it say?
That was so great. Please help me.
Yeah.
I'm kind of happy that Chopin left before that. Because I'm pretty sure if Scorpion was there, he either had to be damaged, hurt, die, or turn into stone, unless she would become a normal friendly pony. If Showman was with her.
You could imagine that maybe he is the one that comes back someday and tries to convince the others to get her out of stone, but then he'll take responsibility for her too, to try to rehabilitate her, which what the other ponies should have done in the first place.
I mean,
Friendship is
once
magic
again,
was the message from the very start, and
I would have no problems with that. Just like with Fluttershy looking over Discord.
right.
And also, to begin with, this should not be their punishment, at least not her. She's a little filly. She can be told how not to work. Not put her to prison or anything, just teach her how not to do this.
I remember another comment in there somewhere. It was, go ahead and take your like and let me cry in peace.
That reminds me. Go ahead and take your life.
That's 82 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll notice that story definitely has the best ratio of likes and dislikes.
So dislike. Who disliked it? Why? Is there any comment on who disliked it?
No, there's not. I could stab a few guesses though. Maybe it hurt them, or I don't know. Maybe they didn't agree with the canon of it.
I don't like when people dislike with no reason. If you say dislike, tell us why you dislike it so you can change, or if you want to change anything.
Very few people do explain why they liked or disliked it. In fact, I think a lot of people don't even bother clicking the like and dislike at all. What I tend to see more is notifications that someone put in their favorites folder.
Hey, I have no problem if someone liking and not saying anything because they just said that, okay, I did good. But if they dislike and say nothing, then yeah, they didn't like it. What can I do with it? I don't know what they didn't like about it.
Maybe they didn't like the canon, maybe they didn't like the fact it's sad, maybe they didn't like the length of it.
Or they were other contestants who were trying to get this issue for their own.
Yeah, well, I can show you something here. Let's take a look at that story here in a little more details because it does show the date of when that occurred.
Also, let me see if there is any update of who won or...
Oh my god, yeah. All of the dislikes is towards the beginning. Never was it occurred since then. August 14th, 2020, and on the date of August 15th, the next day of 2020. It never got a dislike ever since.
Yeah, probably, well, not...
You might be right about the potential contestants, that it might have been them. No, I'm sorry, there's one other time a dislike that was... August 30th, still the same month. On 2020, that was the last one ever since.
They made the update of who won and what.
Oh, I didn't even get an honorable mention on that story. And as a result, it's actually the reason I did not participate in contests ever since. Because I think the person who won was the person who created the contest in the first place. Or rather an alternate account. That way he doesn't have to actually give off any money. You just lie and claim that there's a cash prize if you win, when in fact he's going to give it to his own account. But in doing that, he convinces other authors to write him a story with specific criteria that he likes.
I mean, it's still nice.
It was a good challenge, and it was a challenge, especially the constraints for the word count. But I had other things too, like a few categories I had to pick and make sure it has those themes in there somewhere to avoid certain things as well. The details are in that contest. And yeah, it's still posted there.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't even started writing what I want to write. You know, no time.
I didn't trust contests ever since then, though, so that's the reason that was the last time I did that. However, I think I got a greater prize because it's one of the most successful stories I've written on fiction, and from maybe a narrative and especially technical aspect, it is one of the best I've ever posted. The most views for a single chapter, but there are other stories I have that have far more reads with all the chapters combined.
I mean, okay, there are some official contests and official giveaways that can be trusted.
Probably, but then I have to figure them out. Like,
I
which
mean,
ones
there
it
is
and which
one that can be seen right now. No, this was literally a giveaway. Do not press up. What's from a giveaway?
It's actually possible that the theory I have about the contest is completely wrong, but I don't know. I stopped trusting it ever since then because I thought the quality was too high to at least not get an honorable mention. It made me think that the author didn't, or the contest issuer never really read it until maybe quite a while later.
What I don't like about this is that I don't see any updates on who won, what happened.
More updates later on. I think I got some in my fiction mail.
No, but in the actual topic of the contest.
Perhaps it's written down in the comments or blogs or something, but it was mentioned at some point. All right. Did you have anything more to say about the story?
No, I'm gonna go and try.
Okay.
No, I won't try, but the only reason I won't try is because it's coding, you know. I still feel sad about her, but
I got that sense too as you were reading through it that you were hardly ever sympathetic with her.
no, I'm sympathetic to her, but I still don't trust that even if she was out of the zone, she would not try it again. And I know that Twilight is not good enough to teach her to stop it.
In writing a story for her, I had to examine everything she's did and try to figure out why did that happen. So I had to think about her background, her goals, her psychology, and to try to come up with a cohesive story that well explains it all. And this is mainly a background type thing for this story.
I mean, I did assume that she doesn't have parents or anything in the canon, because we would have seen them looking at the soul statue.
Yeah, I read other stories that it had something similar to it, that she didn't grow up in Klugetown per se, that there was a... I borrowed that idea from a blog post I saw once, thinking about what her background might be. But in other stories, I remember her... Something similar is she grew up in an orphanage.
Yeah, that's what I told her about. But yeah, let's see, what is the time? Okay, we have a problem. That is that next week I'm gonna work in the morning. Which means I won't be. I can read tomorrow and the next week tomorrow. Next week Friday.
So you can or can't?
I can next week Friday and this week Friday.
Alright.
So there's gonna be a week in between.
Alright.
So yeah, tomorrow we are going back to the TARDIS and actually leaving the There's five.
I want to discuss some more options to you about that, but we can do that off the camera if you want.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. And
Alright.
see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Let's have to change before we leave.
That story got 37 likes in the first month it was published.
There you go.
What are you trying to show me? And in which screen?
Just so you can see. There's only one screen.